Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Andi, and I'm really happy that you're here. Do not adjust your phones, do not adjust your computer screen. I do have a t-shirt on my head. I sure do. Colored my hair earlier. It's wash day. It's a process. It's a process. This is called plopping. I have all my hair plopped on the top of my head, and this is what I do when I put my face makeup on. So I'm going to do a full face get ready with me, because why not, right? I already have on my primer, and I use the Laura Geller spackle, and then just in my T-zone, like where I have larger pores, it's all worn off, but it's the Revolution Pore Blur. Now I am going to be using the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and this is in the shade Light 240W. The 210 was just a little light for me. I did end up going and buying the 280, but I'm going to do the 240 today. So I'm going to put a few dots here and there. I'm going to use my brush and blend that out. I'm just doing like a half a pump each side of my face. It's a pretty good match for me, I think, the 240. If when I get a little bit of color on my face, I will probably be using the 280. And this is 240 Light W. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm just buffing it in. I'm not getting it on my under eyes. And then around my pores, I like to just press. And then I like to take a damp beauty blender and just kind of press that into the skin. I do have I haven't edited it yet, but I did a wear test on the Camo CC Cream. I did it at work, which is the best place to do it because I'm there for 11 hours. So I think I did the first 10 hours. Using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the hydrating concealer, and I use Light Peach. I'm just going to use my concealer sponge and blend that in. And I like to take a little bit of setting spray on my sponge and press it in. To me, it keeps from cracking, it keeps from creasing. And then I'm going to use the regular e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm going to put a dot here, and then there. Use my blender. Do a little tiny bit, because that's where it gets red first. Then I'm going to take my Glam Sun Sculpt, and this is in Soft Tan. It is a very cool, neutral, and I just put 3 dots And I take a brush. Kind of blend that in. I like the cool because it creates more of a shadow. It doesn't add any warmth. Jawline and just one dot on either side. And I just blend that up into the hairline. Oh, you know what that is? That's hair color. I'm like, what is that? It's hair color. It's hair color on my head. I'm going to give my face a good spray. And again, I'm going to kind of press that in. Now I'm going to go in with my Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzer. I use this for my contour because it is a cool. And I just sculpt a little bit right there. Where you want your cheekbones to be. And your jawline. Guess I really don't need any contouring up there considering I have hair color on my head. Then I take just like a little, it's not really a kabuki brush, it is a very dense, short, flat brush. And just blend that out. I take my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. It is in the shade Sunkissed. This is in my Project Use It Up, and it's not getting used up. And I don't put a lot of bronzer on. I take a big fluffy brush. Just blend that out a little bit. And then I'm going to use the e.l.f. blush. And it is in the shade Always Rosy. This is one of my favorite blushes. I'm just going to right on my cheekbones. I did not do the apples of my cheeks because I want it to look lifted. I'll take that fluffy brush again. Just blend it out. And that's my face. That's what I do. So now I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to diffuse my hair and I'll be back. And we're back. The hair's not done yet. It's got to rest. It has to rest for a minute. It's not scrunched out yet. But I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes. I'm going to put my hair back. I can't believe that I usually put a cream on my hairline so that I don't get hair color on it, but you know, I forgot. So I'm going to use the Stone Cold Fox palette. This is not a palette collection bingo. This is just to get ready with me. And I'm sure you've seen it before, but it is filthy. It is filthy. This right here, I think some of the oils have seeped into it. I don't know, but it's kind of weird, but I don't really use that shade anyway. I have hit pan on a couple of shades, which is exciting. I'm going to set, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and I am going to set my eyelids with that shade right there. I have had a couple of people ask me if I would do a video on like my foundation and how I do my foundation and things like that. So I thought I would just do a whole get ready with me today. I have a couple of videos that I need to film anyway. So yeah, I thought that would be a good thing to do. Okay, that is set. And you guys, all of my brushes are clean. Yeah, I cleaned them all yesterday. Isn't that crazy? No, this morning. It was this morning when I got home from work, yes. That shade that I set my eyes with was called Trip, and now I'm going to go into Enigma. No, I'm going to go into Stranger, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to use that as a transition. We are only doing a very neutral, muted, everyday, kind of, maybe not every day. I am going to use some shimmers and things like that. I mean, every day for me, I guess. I am going to use some shimmers. But, you know, just a cool neutral look. This is probably the palette that I use most of all. Okay, now I'm going to go into this Stone Age right here. And I'm going to put that in my crease. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to go into Ghost Town right here and put that in my crease. I use this, and this most of all. I mean, I have used these, but not a whole lot. So, are you guys watching anything right now, like on Netflix or Prime or anything like that, Hulu? I don't watch a whole lot of TV, but I was at work the other night, and my work partner was telling me about the show he was watching. And I thought it sounded really kind of cool. And it's called Queen of the South. And it's really good. Now I'm going to go into Gravity Hill right here. And I'm going to put that on my outer crease and outer corner. Not outer corner. The outer part of my eye. Anyway, this show, Queen of the South, is about a female-run drug cartel in Texas. And it's really interesting. I mean, it's fiction, right? It's not a documentary, it's just fiction. I'm going to take this pencil brush and I'm going to go into that Gravity Hill. Slightly under my eye. Anyway, it's really good. So if you like that kind of thing, crime and all of that, I recommend it. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend that out on the top. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to take this little guy right here, that little brush, and I'm going to go into this Obsidian right here. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner. That's really the the only show that I've watched lately that I actually liked. Anthony was watching, I can't even tell you what it was because I had my earbuds in and was reading when he was watching. Oh, I know what it was. They remade, remember back in the day, that show Lost in Space? They remade that as a series. And I didn't much care for it. It's not really my thing. But he really liked it. We don't always like the same things. We often don't like the same things. There have been some shows in the past that we have watched together. Now I'm going to go into this Nice Guy, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to put that on my center to outer lid. It is a shimmer. It's one of my favorite shades in the entire palette. And now I'm going to go into this So Fine right here and put that in the front part of my lid. That's a pretty shade, pretty shimmer. I'm going to go back into that Nice Guy and I'm going to put that on the the inner part of my under eye. And now I'm going to go into this Dreamful right here. It is a white, it's a matte, but it has glitter in it. And I'm going to use that on my inner corner. I wish it had a white shimmer. I wish this palette had a white shimmer, but I really love this palette. It is my favorite. Do get a little bit of fallout with this palette, a little bit. I'm going to take this Luxe shade right here. And I'm going to put that, no I'm not, I'm going to go back into that Dreamful and just use that as a little bit of a highlight on my lid or on my brow bone. Yeah, I like that. This is a look that I do quite often with this palette. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do my liner lashes, my liner, mascara, lippy, and my brows, and I'll be back. And we're back. Welcome back, everyone. Finished look. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Just a neutral, get ready with me. I used the Gimme Brow on my brows. Imagine that. I don't know what shade this is. I can't read it. Even with my glasses on, I can't read it. So I don't know what shade this is. But I know it is a darker brown. The ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in black. Give Them Lala mascara. And the Air Volume mascara. On my lips, I used the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Liner, and this is in the shade Totally Toffee. Totally Toffee. And then the e.l.f. Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Pecan. No, it's not. It's in the shade Praline. Praline. So that's what I used. Thanks so much for joining me for my Get Ready With Me. I tried to make it not quite so long. I know Get Ready With Me's can be a little long because you're doing a full face of makeup and it takes a minute. So I'm going to try to cut it down enough to where it's still, you know, you still want to watch it, but yet doesn't take away from the integrity of the video and show you actually what I'm doing. Is that fair? That's fair. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you being here. Everyone have a great day. And until our next adventure, we'll see you later.